Hey, it's me, Lisa. That's L-I-S-A. Lisa, hee. And look where I am. I am at the Elf and the Shoemaker workshop, and this is a super fun story, hee. And look at this tinsel. It's so pretty. I love tinsel, hee. And look, we have gingerbread houses. Wow. And this is the story, hee. Now look at all this decoration. A cookie, hee. Now what else do we have? Wow, these are the elves. That's right, in their workshop, hee. Now let's go and have a look closer. Wow, hee. Now I want to read the story, and here it is. Okay, so let's start. Wow, look where I am. I think this is the perfect place to read our story. So this story was written by two German writers, the Brothers Grimm. So let's begin. The Elves and the Shoemaker. There was once a shoemaker. His name was Peter. He worked very hard, but he was always poor. On a cold winter day, he was especially sad. He didn't even have money for bread. Peter had only one piece of leather left, enough for at least the last pair of shoes. Peter cut the leather into shoe parts. It was too late. He left the pieces of leather on the table and went to bed to get up early in the morning and put the shoes together. Wow, poor Peter. Imagine not even having enough money for bread. In the morning, Peter woke up early and went to his room to continue his work. And then he saw a beautiful pair of shoes on the table. "This is magic," said his wife, and immediately put the beautiful shoes on the window of their small shop. Their beautiful shoes were immediately bought by the first customer. With this money, Peter went to the store and bought an even larger piece of leather to put together for shoes. That evening, he also cut the leather into shoe parts and went to bed. When he woke up in the morning and was about to start work, he again saw two beautiful pairs of shoes on his table. Wow! Now Peter had bought leather for 4 pairs of shoes. This magic went on for a while. The shoemaker Peter became very famous in the country. He had the prettiest shoes. The lives of Peter and Cecilia were much better. Cecilia is his wife. Cecilia once asked, "I wonder who's helping us. Let's hide in the workshop tonight and see what happens there," Peter suggested. And so they did. Who do you think is helping them? Let's find out. At exactly midnight, the window opened and 2 little gnomes entered the room. They climbed into the table and began to work quickly and splendidly. They made beautiful shoes. Surprisingly, the gnomes had very old clothes and didn't even have shoes. They were barefoot. At dawn, the dwarfs disappeared, and on the table were several pairs of beautiful shoes ready to sell. Peter and Cecilia were grateful to the little gnomes. They really wanted to thank them. Peter sewed 2 pairs of small shoes, and Cecilia sewed 2 sets of warm clothes for the gnomes. On the night before Christmas, Peter did not leave pieces of leather on the table as usual, but put Christmas presents for them, 2 pairs of small shoes and warm clothes. And Peter and Cecilia themselves hid in the closet again. The gnomes appeared in full force. They saw new clothes and shoes and immediately put them on. They were so happy and laughing joyfully. Then the window opened and they ran into it, and they were never seen again. Peter kept sewing shoes every day. He is now a real master. At night, he watched the work of the wonderful gnomes and learned a lot from them. Peter and Cecilia now lived happily and well off. So are the gnomes. The end. Wow, I really like that story about the gnomes and also about Peter. So he was able to learn and then do a great job himself. How wonderful. And he did something kind in return to those who helped him when he was most in need. Now let's return back to where we were.
Wow, that was such a fun story! I love reading, and you can listen to all my stories. All you have to do is subscribe. That's the big red button below this video, and give Lisa a big thumbs up. Now, Merry Christmas from Lisa. That's Lisa. Lisa. Now let's have a look over here at the gingerbread house. I want to make one, and you can watch that video on my channel too. Bye!